EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready, break!
They start on the ground here at Sanders.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball.
As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3 yards remain for second down. They'll go option to the short side, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with the ground. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Blocking 18.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
26.
On play action, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And some room to work. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? when they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation, because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game,
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Southern California. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 35 on second down. Hurts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They started on the ground with Eckler, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. On the screen, this is Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Come on.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They snap it to Herbert.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
The tackle by Madden. Taking down back at the 42.
Now on 2nd and 16, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Hurts. Tyler Davidson fighting through and earning the sack.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here comes Carter. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Everett there, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Justin Herbert.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll throw now on the final play.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field. Here we go on 4th. Herbert.
And he's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they kick it away. 4 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Dancing to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
18 Cardinal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
Ready.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Eagles 14, Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Charger drive about to get going.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. This is swung out to Eckler. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Ready, go! Go!
From the gun, it's Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now Herbert. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Check it!
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Herbert to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. One last throw here for Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.